to the very last story, which is Yahya Abdul-Mateen. So I like Yahya. I like Yahya a lot. I like him in almost everything that I've seen him in. Matter of fact, now that I think about it, I like him in everything that I've seen him in. There's only one movie that he made recently that was kind of like in my wheelhouse with Ambulance that I wanted to go to the theaters and see, and I missed it. And I'm pretty sure I can watch it at any time that I want now because my producer, he has this system set up to where I can just watch stuff. And I'm sure he can give me access to it if I wanted to see Ambulance. But I digress. The point is, what did Yahya Abdul-Mateen say? If you check the description of this video, he gave an interview with Yahoo Media, Yahoo News, I don't know. Somebody over there at Yahoo talked to Yahya Abdul-Mateen, and he quote unquote called Aquaman clown work. And it's like, if you just read that headline, that sounds horrible. That sounds like you don't like your experience working on these comic book properties. But it's like, I don't know if that's his true position or if it's just a poor choice of words. I truly believe, strongly feel that it's just a poor choice in words, and he just spoke freely, and he labeled comic book movies and those properties as clown stuff. But he's a traditionally trained actor, right? He takes his craft serious, right? So when he does a role, like, he wants to commit to doing something serious and something heartfelt and something real. So the idea of him putting on this big fish head with the glowing eyes that you see in Aquaman, it's like, he probably looks at that as like, yeah, this is a sideshow. This is not what I really want to do. And I understand that. But I think when you're speaking, in a position of like, hey, people look at you as Black Manta. The nerds of the world will look at that quote and say, man, we don't like it. I don't think that there'll be any backlash as far as the films that he's in are concerned. And he understands that, sometimes you have to do things that have more fanfare that go along with it in order for you to do your passion pieces, which are more like, the word he used was Tchaikovskyan, which I actually had to look up, which is like more poetic, serious, heartfelt, deep stuff. So I'm okay with the quote, but I think he could rub quite a few people wrong with the quote. What do you think about the quote? Him using that term of talking about comic book movies as clown work. I actually feel like that's not even a good way to see it, because one of the comic book properties that Yahya was involved in was the best show of 2019, which is the Watchmen series that came on HBO Max. If you haven't seen that, you need to see that. To me, that thing had so much heart in it that I'm like, how can you do that and see the product that was produced with that, but then later on call other comic book property stuff clownish clown work? Like, it's just maybe just, real poor choice of words, not thinking about it all the way, because I know that Watchmen series, if you watch the whole thing and you feel it, like, man, that thing is deep. And there are parts of it that can touch you, like, emotionally. So I don't know. I think he just kind of spoke too freely and let that out. There was other news that dropped, and I didn't do a video on it yet. I was planning things out. But there's Dan Lin, from all reports, has been picked to be the new head of DC.